bought one of the most capable luxury vehicles ever built, but right now, without realizing it, you may be doing things that quietly turn that investment into a five-figure repair bill. These are not freak accidents. They are predictable, well-documented mistakes that Land Rover owners make every single day, and every one of them is completely avoidable. Number 1 will surprise you because it is the mistake that quietly causes all the others. Let us count down all 15. Number 15. Getting complacent and ignoring the early warning signs. A Land Rover feels so solid and so capable that owners get comfortable and start treating little symptoms as background noise. A faint metallic rattle on a cold start, a suspension fault message that clears itself, a temperature needle sitting a fraction high, a whiff of coolant. Every one of those is the car asking for cheap help before it needs expensive help. The mistake is the human one, planning to deal with it later. Because later is when a $40 hose becomes a cracked head, and a small air leak becomes a burnt-out compressor. On a Land Rover, the gap between a quiet warning and a catastrophic failure is short, partly because the engine sits wrapped in a paneled underbody that traps heat and lets a small cooling leak overheat fast. Treat the first sign as information. Get the car scanned promptly, and you stay on the cheap side of that line. That mindset matters most of all before you have even handed over your money. Number 14. Buying on emotion and ignoring the true cost of ownership. A 5-year-old Range Rover for the price of a new family hatchback is one of the most tempting sights in motoring, and that temptation is exactly the trap. These are among the fastest depreciating luxury vehicles on Earth, losing roughly half their value in 3 years and far more by 5, and that low price is the market quietly warning you about what lies ahead. Independent estimates put the maintenance bill alone at close to $20,000 across 10 years, well above the luxury SUV average, with better than even odds of a major repair in that window. And one widely cited figure puts the full 5-year cost to own a Range Rover Sport past $100,000. None of that means you should not buy one. It means you budget for it, set aside a genuine repair fund, and never stretch to the purchase price with nothing left for the running costs. Buy the car with your eyes open, not just your heart. And the first running cost most owners underestimate is sitting on all 4 corners. Number 13. Fitting cheap or mismatched tires and ignoring the alignment. A Land Rover is heavy, powerful, and driven through a permanent 4-wheel drive system, and that combination is brutal on tires. Owners try to save money with budget tires, or worse, replace only 1 or 2 and leave mismatched tread depths across the axles. On a full-time 4-wheel drive system, tires of different sizes or wear levels spin at slightly different speeds, and that difference forces the center differential and transfer case to fight themselves, generating heat and wear in some of the most expensive driveline parts on the car. Add neglected wheel alignment, knocked out by a single hard pothole or curb, and you scrub a set of expensive tires to ruin in a few thousand miles. Fit quality tires in matched sets, keep them the correct size for your model, and have the alignment checked yearly, which also saves fuel and stops the car wandering and pulling. It protects both the rubber and the driveline underneath it. Spending badly on tires is one thing, but spending badly under the bonnet is far worse. Number 12. Modifying badly with cheap tunes and illegal deletes. Land Rovers, especially the diesels, are popular candidates for remaps and so-called performance upgrades, and done properly by a specialist, this can be fine. Done cheaply, it is a disaster. A budget remap can raise engine torque well beyond what the gearbox and turbocharger were built to handle, accelerating clutch, mechatronic, and turbo wear until something lets go. Worse still is the diesel particulate filter delete that some owners are talked into, which is illegal for road use, fails emissions testing, voids your warranty, and tanks the car's resale value the moment a buyer's inspection finds it. A stored tune can also be detected long after it is removed. If you want more power, use only a reputable specialist who keeps everything within the mechanical limits and the law. Cheap power is the most expensive power there is. Spending badly on power is one thing, but a single word in the handbook bankrupts owners just as fast. Number 11. Trusting the lifetime transmission fluid. The dealer may tell you the ZF automatic gearbox is sealed for life, and owners take that literally, which is how gearboxes die. Lifetime means the life of the fluid in a laboratory, not the life of your gearbox. In the real world, it degrades, fills with clutch debris, and stops protecting the mechatronic unit, the priciest part inside. The fluid and filter want changing around every 50,000 miles. Sooner if you tow or go off-road, which are the very things this car is built for. A service is roughly $500 to $900, while a neglected gearbox climbs into the thousands and arrives as jerky shifts and a warning light. Treat it as essential maintenance, not a freebie, and know that owners who finally change neglected fluid often feel the shifts smooth out again, even if the wear already done cannot be undone. The same blind faith in factory promises destroys the part this brand is most famous for. Number 10. Letting a small air suspension leak turn into a huge bill. Almost every Range Rover and Discovery rides on air springs, and they are the signature Land Rover failure. They dry out and crack between 60 and 100,000 miles, and a small leak is cheap to fix. The expensive mistake is ignoring it. When a spring leaks, the compressor runs constantly to keep the car level, and that endless running burns the compressor out. So a $200 spring becomes a $1,500 compressor failure, and a full strut replacement can run $3,000 or more. The signs are obvious once you know them: the car sitting low overnight, a suspension warning, or refusing to raise. Replace a failing spring the moment you notice it, and you save the compressor and a great deal of money, because replacing all 4 struts at once on an older car adds up frighteningly fast. From the part that holds the car up to the part that can bring the whole engine down. Number 9. Ignoring the Ingenium timing chain rattle. The 2-liter Ingenium diesel, fitted across the range from 2015 onward, has a well-documented weakness: a timing chain that stretches far too early, sometimes within 50 to 80,000 miles. The first warning is a metallic rattle for a second or two on a cold start, and ignoring it is the costly mistake, because as the chain stretches, it eventually jumps, and the pistons smash into the valves. The models affected stretch across the Evoque, Discovery Sport, Velar, and Defender, and there is no recall, so unless you are under warranty, the bill is entirely yours. Caught at the rattle stage, the repair is around $3,000. Left to fail, you are buying a replacement engine for many times that. Change the oil far more often than the book says, every 8 to 10,000 miles, and act on that cold rattle the day you hear it. Neglected oil is also the root of a mistake that begins the very moment you turn the key. Number 8. Abusing a cold engine and living on short trips. Every cold start is the highest wear moment your engine sees, because thick, cold oil has not yet reached the bearings, the turbo, and the cylinder walls. Drive hard in that first minute and you grind metal on metal before the oil catches up. Worse is making short trips your only use, because the engine never gets hot enough to burn off the fuel and moisture that collect in the oil. So on a diesel, the oil thins with fuel and the particulate filter never cleans itself. The fix is free. Pull away gently and keep the revolutions low until it is warm, and give the car at least one good long run every week to boil off the contamination and recharge the battery. If you enjoy this video, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Stranger still is the mistake owners make by faithfully following the rules. Number 7. Following the long service interval and using the wrong oil. Jaguar Land Rover's service schedule stretches the gap between oil changes much further than these engines tolerate in the real world, and the wrong oil makes it worse. Generic oil that shears thin at high temperature, or the wrong specification entirely, fails to protect the bearings, the turbo, and that fragile timing chain exactly when they are working hardest. And on a diesel, it must be a low-ash oil or the particulate filter clogs faster. The mistake is trusting the handbook to the letter. Have the interval, change the oil every 8 to 10,000 miles with a fresh filter, and insist on oil carrying the correct Land Rover approval. It is the cheapest insurance against the most expensive failures on this list. And on a diesel, one component punishes a lazy service routine more than any other. Number 6. Neglecting the diesel particulate filter. Every Land Rover diesel has a filter that traps soot and burns it off on a long, hot run, a process called regeneration. The mistake is a lifestyle of short, low-speed trips that never let it happen, so the soot builds, the filter clogs, and the car throws a warning before dropping into limp mode with almost no power. Switching the engine off in the middle of an active regeneration makes it worse, and a blocked filter quietly forces fuel into the oil, attacking the very timing chain we just covered. When that amber filter light appears, take the car for a sustained higher speed drive on a decent tank of fuel and let it finish. Leave it too long, and you are paying for a forced clean or a replacement filter well over $2,000. Drive it the way a diesel needs to be driven, and the problem never starts. Towing brings its own version of the same heat problem. Number 5. Towing heavy without managing the gearbox heat. This is what a Land Rover is built for, and also where owners cook gearboxes. Towing a heavy load up a long grade makes the transmission work hard at low speed, where there is little airflow and slow fluid circulation to carry heat away, and the closed-in underbody traps even more of it. Lug it in too high a gear, leave it in the wrong mode, and assume a luxury truck cannot overheat, and the fluid temperature climbs until the car warns you or drops into limp mode mid-journey. There are documented cases of a Range Rover Sport overheating and shutting down twice while towing a 6,000-pound camper. Use a lower gear or a dynamic setting on climbs to keep the fluid moving. Watch your temperatures, and if you tow often, fit an additional gearbox oil cooler. The gearbox tows brilliantly, it just cannot tow hot and neglected. From the mechanical side, the costliest trap hides instead in the car's electrics. Number 4. Ignoring electrical warnings and a tired 12-volt battery. Land Rover's reputation for temperamental electronics is real, and the costly mistake is treating every glitch as a separate, random fault. A weak 12-volt battery, struggling to feed an enormous network of modules, will throw warning lights, freeze screens, and create gremlins across completely unrelated systems all at once, and owners pay for diagnostic after diagnostic chasing ghosts. Replace that battery proactively at around 4 to 5 years rather than waiting for the chaos. Keep the software updated and have stored fault codes read early before a small issue snowballs. A great deal of Land Rover electrical drama is one tired battery in disguise, and sorting it cheaply prevents a string of expensive misdiagnoses. Where you take the car when something does go wrong is its own expensive decision. Number 3. Servicing only at the main dealer and never keeping your own records. The dealer is not your only option, and assuming it is costs you twice. A good independent Land Rover specialist runs the same dealer-level diagnostic tools, is often staffed by former dealer technicians, and charges far less per hour for identical work, and under consumer law using them does not void your warranty as long as the schedule and correct parts are followed. The deeper mistake is failing to keep every receipt and record, because a complete, documented history is what protects a warranty claim and adds real money at resale. Service with a trusted specialist, insist on the correct parts and fluids, and file every invoice. Those records are worth thousands later, and records matter most in the mistake that sits at number 2. Number 2. Buying without a complete service history. A Land Rover with no paperwork is a Land Rover hiding something, and buyers talk themselves past it because the price looks good. A car over 70,000 miles with no verifiable history is a genuine gamble, because you have no idea whether the gearbox fluid was ever changed, whether the timing chain was watched, or whether the air suspension has been patched and ignored. A full history does the opposite, proving the expensive jobs were done and adding 5 to 8% to the car's value when you sell. So insist on seeing stamped books or digital records rather than a verbal promise. Walk away from a desirable price with no records behind it, and pay a little more for a car whose past you can actually see. Which brings us to the single mistake that causes nearly every other one on this list. Number 1. Skipping the professional pre-purchase inspection. Almost every expensive story on this list starts the same way, with someone who bought a Land Rover without truly knowing what they were buying. For a few $100s, an independent specialist with the right diagnostic tools will check the things that actually bankrupt owners: the air suspension on all 4 corners, the timing chain stretch on a cold start, oil dilution, the gearbox health, the cooling system, and any hidden modifications or deletes. Any single fault they find becomes leverage worth many times the cost of the inspection, either knocking down the price or steering you away from a money pit entirely. Skipping this one step is how buyers inherit a $20,000 engine or a failed gearbox they could have seen coming. Spend the few $100s first. It is the cheapest money you will ever spend on the car. Now you have it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next one.